to stop the encroaching darkness. I have passed through the portal's maelstrom.
So this is going to be the last time I really look at Dark and Light. So this has been a fantastic game for over a year now that my husband and I have loved. We've met some amazing people playing this game. Sadly, I haven't been on for a week because Dark and Light development team decided it was going to close down a bunch of servers that were rather quiet. And I happen to live on one of the servers that is going to be taken down. And they gave us a handful of other servers we could move to, but I had no real interest in trying to move, and it was really very difficult to even try. A lot of people lost characters and things, so it wasn't really worth it. So this was night 23. And I'm basically getting online to say goodbye. I thought I would record it so that, you know, when we're thinking in a couple years, wow, that was a really great game. I really miss it. I'll be able to look back on just what it was we were missing. Sadly, this game died, I think, in large part. And you can ask a lot of the great players. They'll tell you the same, to missteps that the dev team took along the way as they ignored their base players. But I can tell you we've mostly all moved on to Atlas. The game used to actually play a lot better for me. I'm not sure why it doesn't anymore. You see how long it's taking to load? And you'll see shortly it's very choppy, and yep, it still rains inside buildings. Oh wow, we haven't been on in a long time, so a lot of things have despawned, and I haven't been on in a week, and you can see this is pretty much a mess. I'm wondering what this is over here. Oh, apparently your spell towers now decay after a week. Fabulous. So if you were thinking about defending your I don't know why I'm doing this. Such a habit just to get on and deal with whatever the game's giving us. The bonfire's no longer working the way it used to. I keep breaking this game. Alright, so wanted to say goodbye to one of my favorite birds. It's Firefly, a 181 Sacred Griffin. I had so much fun taming this. She's a beast. Oh, we didn't know at the time just what kind of structures she could break while she was wild, and she kept us on our toes. I normally have this whole wall filled with little to-do lists, and you can see that some decayed and some didn't. Maybe if this game ever actually goes live and isn't in just early access, they'll fix some of these things, but to be honest, I don't have much hope. Let's see what other things decayed while I was away for a week. Oh, ice imp. Oh, that's sad, because that ice imp held all of our, well, no uncommons here. So we still had a lot of feed left. Mythical and whatnot. And I really wish I could give this to active players. But again, transferring things isn't easy. And a lot of stuff doesn't transfer at all. The devs didn't really seem to care about anyone actually still playing their game. I honestly think they've given up. Oh, these ones haven't decayed. They're just not powered. There's no rhyme or reason when you play this game. Let us take out Firefly to look at the last of our little kingdom. So this is a manor base. And you go through thatch, wood, stone, and you get to manor. And the hit points on these doors on manor used to be crazy high. But then the developers decided that they were going to give us chaos server numbers, which were notoriously very weak because they wanted a lot of battle and like chaos. So imagine that you purchased a house for $1 million, and then you got a letter in the mail saying the bank's decided that your house is only worth $100,000. So it's only worth 10% of what you purchase it for, what you paid for it. That's basically what happened here. Was we put in thousands of hours into bases and whatnot, only to log on and find out all our hard effort was now worth 10% of, the effort we put into it. Does that make sense? And the devs really didn't care. Once they saw that people weren't okay with this, they decided they were gonna increase things just a little bit. But they took months to do so, meanwhile ignoring us, telling us this would be better. And during that time, people left. Just there's huge migration off the game. And it is dark. So I can't even count, really, how the amount of stuff we have. And a lot's died as we've played less and less. And this all used to be filled with Wind Riders and Sacreds. And we also have a third floor. It's just filled with stuff. I'm sorry, it's a mess now. Like I said, we haven't played much. The devs kind of gave up, and so did the rest of us. But there are some fantastic creatures in this game. There are things that were done really well. Really liked the albino deers. Very pretty. And I used to have a gigantic garden. You can't see it in the dark, but it's big and beautiful. I think all told I put 3,000 hours into this game. And my husband put quite a bit in, and a lot of our friends put a lot of bit, quite a bit of time into this game too. We all had a great time. So it was definitely worth the money that we paid. We got our money's worth, but we just thought this game would do so much better. I just can't believe it crashed as much as it did, but to be fair, I mean, like I said, the devs didn't listen to their players, and they never put any money into the game as far as advertising or trying to expand. And now they're closing up shop, it seems. They're only gonna have, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I love this so much. It's like a home away from home. And the server was peaceful, for the most part. It's a place to come to de-stress and just game, just to have fun. But yeah, this base is kind of huge. Oh, shit! I just accidentally went to fall wall. Oh, Oh, I'm never getting out of this. Oh, wow. Okay, so in the game I currently play, Atlas, there's a way to fix the gamma in the game. And I just hit the button thinking I was going to do just that. Except in Dark and Light, I'd forgotten that's the everybody follow me button. So now there is chaos. That button is so bad. At least I'm not stuck inside of it right now. That could be worse. Oh, the wings, the wings. Oh, look it. Buttercup didn't mess with me. Let's go. Let's go side. Into the dark. Guess I don't really have to worry about shutting the doors anymore. It's one of our dragons. We lost a lot of dragons. One of the updates made it so that they weren't eating off the feed trough, and so they just... I can't believe how quickly they died. Because I was on here every day, and then as the game wound down, with more and more issues, I was on here every 3 days. Basically to jump on into base chores. A lot of people were just resigning themselves to doing base chores. We were all just kind of hoping that the game would get better. We'd come back. We'd have our kingdoms and be fantastic to play on again, but that just didn't happen. I started an airship. Our server, for some reason, had some serious issues with airships, so I just kept waiting while everybody else used and lost resources. I'm like, when they finally figure it out, I will make one. That didn't actually happen. By the time somebody did do it here, the game was pretty much dead, and they drove so badly. Airships, unless you were using them to glitch into bases and be a troll, they weren't really used for much. We're gonna go see the first base we made. When we got to server 23, back when it was populated with some amazing characters, we made this huge structure, mostly out of thatch back then, and the thatch has of course decayed. It's not there anymore, but the stone we made and the bits of manor are still here like a skeleton. Oh, apparently still some tames that we left behind. But this was big and beautiful, but it was also right outside the human city, which meant when we had towers up, they would shoot new people, and we didn't intend that. So that is the reason we moved, because we didn't want to get in the way of new people having a great time on the server. So we went to the other side of the mountain. Oh, but we built in such silly ways. Oh, half the taming pen's gone. This game is so weird what it chooses to demo and what it chooses not to. Because all of that was the same material. It should all, in theory, be gone. This is basically the little box that we tamed our secrets in. Bye, guys! Sorry you were soon not to exist, ones and zeros. So this being right outside the newbie area for humans, we set up a freebie stuff. Freebie hut. You could come in here and grab basic stuff. Somebody cleaned it out. We used to have this stock full of things new people might need. And we had this full as well. Oh hey, somebody new started here at some point. Guess maybe in the last week they didn't know that this place was closing. So if you happen to be on server 19, 20, or 21 and want this stuff and want to try risking your character and most of this stuff not transferring, but if you want to try, let me know and I will give you admin of our house and you can try to take whatever you want over to your server. So at least it'll be of some help to someone. We are heading to one of the old bases we had. A lot of this decayed a while ago. And we were working ourselves up to finishing it again. But that just never needed to happen. It's so silly to see how some of the towers decayed into bags and some of them didn't. There's just no rhyme or reason to any of this. Of course, like everybody, a simple airlock. This base area decayed. It used to be this whole big plains area. Now it's just down to these two little buildings. And this room was made before they even gave us the extra large boxes. So you can kind of tell how old it is. And then back here we had another black room. It didn't have a door. So I could put stones in it. And we've got hidden boxes of stones all over the place at these bases, and yeah, I'd like to see them go to a good home. It's crazy how connected you get to pets that aren't real at all. But when you see them almost every day, get a bit connected. And this used to be so full, you couldn't walk through it. There were just tails everywhere getting in the way. So this game was good to us for about a year. Despite all the issues, so many of us had hoped that it would get better, that it would be amazing. But I guess it was amazing enough. We stayed, we played hard. So this is our home server. We were also part of some other servers and met some great people like the alphas on K3. They were amazing. Godhand and Dirty and Golden, Mitch, Sylvan, Ozzy, Seven. So many people. Muffin, oh my goodness. Panic Muffin and his brother. I'm so glad I met them over this game. Really good people. Not just good gamers, but good people. There used to be a gigantic, beautiful castle, like a Cinderella castle that used to be right here, but it decayed. You'll have to ignore the big ugly box. We're actually trying to move out of that other base as quickly as we could. And we're being threatened with war, and so we just wanted to get into something big and safe. And so that is kind of what we came up with, really short notice. It took a lot of work. We do a lot of things differently now, though, if we had time. Nobody did ever, though, break into it. I mean, they tried, but didn't get very far. Oh, the mess. So yeah, this is my goodbye to what was a good game. I wish it could have kept going. But if you would like to meet some amazing players and have a great time, feel free to come find us on Atlas. Most of the amazing players from Dark and Light actually joined up together and joined a bigger tribe from Ark, and we are in Dynasty. And we have a sister tribe called Destiny, and more alliances than I can keep track of in any given day. But we are huge. And if you want to see what that game looks like, look for a guy on Twitch named Omni. Or Mitch. They're really good guys and like to help people find their gaming homes and tell them how things work. Just so many boxes of stones. And the developers don't understand. They're like, you can move your stuff. Well, they made each of these stones weigh 100, which means I can only carry about 6. And we've lost some when we tried to transfer. Just wasn't worth the time and the trouble. But it might be to somebody else. If they want to come get all the things. And there's more. There used to be a lot more teleports, but the teleports decay even if the buildings don't. And then, of course, you don't want to fly around the whole map, putting new teleports in. Oh, that just broke. Why am I doing this? We're not playing anymore. The server's dead in a couple days. stones, stones, and more stones. I had friends that used to live here, but they, of course, left the game as well. They told me to grab their stuff, and that they weren't planning on coming back. I've been holding on to stones for other tribes that thought they might, but now it doesn't even matter if they change their mind. This won't be here. And they probably don't know it. We were planning a base inside Volcano, and wow, we lost a lot of teleports. I don't even have a teleport there anymore. Oh my goodness. This is harder than I thought it would be. So much is gone already, though, so they kind of took the sting out of it themselves. Oh, our little bottle box is still here. Just no teleporter in it. If you were looking for an interesting place to build, though, you might want to go build inside Volcano. We were just about to start doing that, actually. Rather than redo our big manor base, we were gonna do something fun inside the hot place. Wasn't sure how high we were gonna be able to build before it got to be unlivable in there, but we just placed a few things that are now mostly gone, but you can see inside here that it's livable and not even that hot at the bottom. There's enough space you could build up. I'm not sure how high, but you could. Gotta remember your way out, though. Is that my way out? I don't think it is. Can I do it? Booyah! Oh, this is such a beautiful game. I'm sorry if you can't see it well. To get this to play really at all these days, ever since one of the updates a couple months ago, I had to turn all my graphics down, but that is 30 minutes. So this is my goodbye to what could have been, I think, one of the best games ever. On to Atlas.